the last time I hugged you? When we signed the lease.
Wow.
Maybe. No. No. There was another time, but I can't remember what it was for. And he snuck it. Like we were walking out of the lawyer's office with the keys to the building. And he just like grabbed me on 3rd Street. Or no, whatever street Market Street. I was like, what's happening?
What did you do?
Did
you stand there?
Froze.
5 months of negotiations with Al will do that to you.
Yeah.
Who's
I
Al?
just got
Our
landlord.
Oh. What did you negotiate?
Oh gosh, just the
Literally
terms of
everything.
the lease. How much, how long, like all of it.
Yeah, it was a lot. And then it was like, at one point were we looking to,
First, we were going to buy the building.
well, first we were on a lease, then we renegotiated to buy, and then he was like, well, no, we went to lease, we couldn't agree on terms,
Right.
so then we pursued buying it, and then he decided, you know what, I don't want to sell it, and then he gave us the terms that we originally asked for, actually better than we had originally asked
We
for,
just really went around the block with it.
but
Wow.
we were like, what? Like, if you would have done this the first time, we wouldn't be in this situation. So we ended up working out, but
Ben started
And how-
smoking.
chain smoking.
Nice.
Did you really?
I say I need cigarettes a lot, but
need a
I haven't
cigarette.
actually pulled the trigger on that.
Cigarette.
Don't do it. It makes you stink. Did that take a lot longer than you thought it would?
Absolutely.
Oh my
Because
gosh.
5 months.
I thought that would be like a 2-week process.
Yeah.
Like, how many times can you go back and forth?
Yeah, that's a lot.
It was
What was this before you guys got it?
Kaplan's, it was like...
Kaplan's Bag and Barrel.
Yeah. We'll have old guys come by sometimes, like every once in a while, and be like, is Kaplan still here? I want a burner barrel.
Trying to buy a barrel. Like,
Do you guys
Nope.
have any tarps? At one point, I was like, Stacy, we should get some burner barrels and
Just
tarps
stock 'em.
and just have them in the room, in the back room.
as a matter of fact,
Nice.
but it was empty for quite a while in between Kaplan's and us.
Lumber Capital Fitness and burner
Bag of
barrels.
Barrels. That's wild.
It's got a ring to it.
Was the front room like a front room?
It was
or did you have
offices.
to build that.
It was all as you see it now. We just made it
I
pretty.
mean, Al definitely did some stuff to it.
Yeah.
He cleaned it up out front quite a bit. We did everything basically on the floor. Like it was a warehouse space. Except
But up
he
front
put in
was,
new
like, already
doors and
set up for that.
the bay doors and windows he replaced.
Okay.
New lights and stuff out front. But then we did all the stuff out on the main floor with obviously the flooring and we put metal up for all the ceiling. I will literally never do that again in my life.
Yeah.
Metal.
Watching them put that
I will
ceiling up.
pay for someone to do it. I won't ever do it again.
Yikes.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
rough.
It was that fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. We tore down a couple walls out here. I definitely got a concussion.
Yeah.
One of the
One
walls
of the walls
fell on my
his
head.
Ah,
We were like,
It just came down to.
Well-
I don't. Didn't
Cooter
it?
was pushing on it. I was like,
Yeah.
he's gonna hurt himself. So I went over and helped, and of course it fell on my head. We were like pushing on. We like cut the wall in half, got rid of the bottom part, and the top part was hanging from like nails from the ceiling. So we were like pushing it and like trying to get the top to come out, and the top came out.
Right on your head.
Yeah,
Oh, that.
but
That was bad.
it was fun. We had a lot of people here helping out.
But you're okay now.
I'm fine.
You
Did
lived
you
to tell
puke?
the story.
No, I was just kind of like, I had a headache, and I was like,
He was just minorly concussed.
You're
Just
not allowed to watch TV.
Yeah, I definitely didn't give any of my clients their programs that week. Yeah, totally. That was like, I've thought about that before. Like, what happens if I like break my hand and I have to like do all my designs with one hand?
You'll have to tell him to Brooke.
text to type. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that'd be awful. It wouldn't even be that easy because like when I do it in the back end of sheets, I'm always like carriage returning, so I'm like usually holding a different button as I'm like moving through all the time. So it's like it kind of needs two hands. I'd be like,
So did you learn that on Google too?
probably YouTube.
Typing.
Well, typing, but then pushing the button and then getting the characters.
Yeah, I mean, yes, but
Is that plain
That's not very-
typing? That's not plain typing.
yeah, I mean, it's not that much different. I'm making up what's more than it is, but
Oh.
It's the king of spreadsheets.
I wasn't pretty impressed that I like made a spreadsheet for the bar crawl. Like we can just put in the reps and the time, and it'll convert it over to seconds.
The
and then
scoring.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
multiply it out, and then
The
give us an
first year,
aggregate
the
number.
scoring was a
It took us
nightmare.
like an hour to do
People
the
were
scoring
getting
the first
so
year, and there's
angry.
only like 20 people because it is kind of confusing, and when you're doing it by hand, it's not great.
It was
Wow.
hot too. It was so hot. People were just out there waiting, like.
Luckily, they had beer.
Yeah, that'll be helpful.
Yeah.
I remember last year, the scoring took longer than I expected. I mean, I was just watching, but I was like,
Yeah.
wow, this is taking a while.
There's been 2 years in a row that we're like, all right, we got to fix this. We didn't
Yeah.
fully learn the lesson the first year, I guess, sadly. But
Yeah.
got to figure it out, knock on wood, for this year.
Good.
So it's asking different members questions that I should ask these too.
Okay.
One of the ones was Eric wanted to hear about Susan's past life of like traveling around the world and doing those
Oh.
things. So where all of you like lived besides here?
I just got extra nervous.
Why? It's just geography.
Did you forget your story?
No, I expected to answer questions about how Micah does
No.
80 billion muscle ups in a day. And
That has nothing to do with you.
I lived in England.
A heavy sigh.
I lived there, and then I lived in California.
I feel like those are very different places.
So
Continue.
what were you doing in England?
I went to a school
Okay.
in the northern part for a year.
Like college, like
And
university.
It was kind of an interim school. It was an international Bible education type school.
What was the name of it? Shout it out.
It was
They
like
still around?
torch. I don't know. Torch Bearers is what it was called, or
Okay.
something. The guy's dead.
Is that like
now,
an
the guy.
organization or was?
Yes. And there's like 20 some schools. Oh my gosh, you guys are making me think.
Sorry.
There's 20 some, or there were when I went, 20 some schools all over. I didn't really know what to do after high school. So my sister went to one in Colorado, so I thought, oh, I'll go. I just don't want to stay in the U.S. So I went to England because they spoke English. So
And you're like, it's across the pond, but at
Yeah.
least they speak the same language as
It's a
me.
good deciding
But there
factor.
were 22 different countries of the world represented at that school, and there was only 200 students.
Oh, wow.
So there was Africans there who experienced their first snowfall, which was, I will never forget that because that was just like so cool. I mean, there was tons of Europeans and Canadians and South American. It was just really a neat experience. But that was that. And then I came back, and then I lived in Lancaster, and then I went to California, and then I went to Hawaii for a short time. And then
Like you lived in Hawaii?
I had plans to, but I didn't stay long enough. Plans just changed. And then I came back here, and then I lived in Michigan. And then we met,
Hawaii to Michigan.
which actually most of my true crime is from Michigan. It's really weird. My true crime stories that I listen to, my podcast, it's like 90% from Michigan. I'm like, this is scary. I would have never
Have you got
lived
nothing
there.
to do besides kill each other there?
For real. Yeah, it was
Depressing
very
place.
strange. Then we met, and then we met over on an island, actually.
on an island. Where? Like what island? You can't just throw that out there.
Yeah.
We met on an island.
Fun fact.
Well, my dad does a lot of construction projects for people who, like mission organizations, people who live overseas. So he went over to build a house for somebody, a long-term family friend, and I went with his team, and it was in New Guinea, so islands above Australia, up in there. And then he was over there. Go ahead. I don't have to speak.
I was just the same reason, only helping my brother. My brother was co-workers with the family that she went over to help. So I went over to help my brother build his house out on an island. Yeah.
So you're both from here, but you met.
He's from New Hampshire.
Oh, you're from New
Hampshire,
Hampshire. Okay.
Yeah, we met in Papua New Guinea, 2007.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kind of strange.
Then what happened then? That after that, I went to Michigan. Then we lived in Missouri for a little bit and had some like international. We were gonna move overseas. We had plans to do that, but that didn't work out either. So we were in training in Missouri for that, for like third world type like living, and
So you two essentially met on a missions trip.
Yeah.
Is that fair to say?
Yep.
yeah. And I'm just trying to remember. I think you're the only.
Wait, how
white
long were you
boy.
two there?
Well, I was only there for a couple weeks, 2 weeks,
So
2.5.
So then what
weeks.
happened? Were you like dating when you were there, or just like hitting it off?
No.
I would say hitting it off would be the right answer. Yeah. So I was there for 2 months. She came for 2 weeks and then left. And then, after that
Yeah.
trip, we kind of parted ways a little bit. So,
Sure did.
yeah.
There were some other girls involved at that time that we don't need to speak of.
Yeah.
May
Shall
they
remain
rest
nameless.
in peace.
They just kept disappearing after that. We don't know what happened.
So weird.
No, yeah. It just was, yeah. I mean, whatever. And then we came back here. And now we're here.
Yeah. So
we
we
started working for my dad.
So when did you two reconnect then?
after we initially met, it was probably like a year after or so. I mean, we stayed
I
in
was
loose
mad
contact.
at you for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, we were.
I was mad at Micah for a while. Honestly.
I had some growing up to do. That was-
Well, so did I, which is why we didn't get married till a couple years after. So, yeah. So we met, and then we knew each other for like 2 years, and then we got married.
Yeah.
And we were engaged for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We got married.
Oh.
Did you like have a regular wedding or?
Yeah, we did. I had some family stuff going on that kind of a lot of my siblings were working overseas, so they were back in the area for a period of time. So
Oh,
we
so
wanted
you're
to
like,
get
"Let's do it
married
now."
Yeah, so they didn't have to go back because we knew we wanted to get married soon, but we didn't want them to go back overseas and have to come back in a month or so. So it was accelerated.
2 weeks. My dad offered us money.
That's the perfect engagement because then you can't stress about wedding planning at all. It's just
Yeah.
No, my
it's
poor
all
mother.
done.
My mother.
I was gonna say,
My
I
poor
feel
mother.
like somebody's stressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's only for 2 weeks. Whereas
Right.
like you get like
It's not stretched out over
Like a
like
year.
a whole year.
Yeah.
Then it's 9 months. Then there's a 6-month countdown, and it's
Yeah.
No, it's just.
because like the first week you're engaged, it's gonna be awesome either way, and then it's like you realize that you have to start planning a wedding. So just get it all done with at once.
Yeah.
Maybe other people have different experiences than me. I guess that's possible.
Well, I don't know. I was glad to have it done. To be honest, I'm not normal.
Finally nailed him down.
Yeah. Yep. It was pretty though. We had a tent and tables. It was like a real wedding.
the real thing.
Like a real
People
wedding.
came.
They
Yep.
dance.
Yeah,
You
even
said
down
I
from New
do.
Hampshire, people came.
Yeah. So
So how did you two end up here?
you started working for my dad,
Mm-hmm.
Watts Welding.
Yep.
So that's your dad. What's your maiden name?
Watts.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Not. A lot of people are like, "Oh, Susan Watt." I'm like, no, it's Watts with an S.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I started working for her, and then even part-time while we were training to be missionaries. And then when that didn't work out, we decided to move back here, and I just started working for him full-time. So we've been living here since 2011. Yeah.
So you're building a house over there, so obviously you were like handy and stuff.
Yeah, I
Did
grew
you
up
have
in
any
the
experience with
construction
welding?
trades.
Okay.
No, not with welding, but just with general construction. My dad did flooring and built a few houses and stuff. So from when I was little, I was working with him.
So what does Watts primarily do? This is another question I got from, I think Eric actually again.
Eric?
Oh, Eric.
He's so cool.
He did all my homework for me because I came in unprepared.
Oh, nice. Yeah, welding and fabrication. We do anything. We're a job shop, so when clients have a connection with us and they need something done, it might not fall strictly into welding or fabrication, but if we have the tools to do it, we'll do it for them.
Yeah.
So, but mainly welding and metal fabrication.
That was kind of my guest Eric too. I was like, I think he's a jack of all trades, but I don't really know.
Yeah. I mean, there's some things that we don't branch into, like electrical, things like that, where you need licenses and you need to know a lot of code and stuff. So, yeah.
Every time there's something around the house, I look at Brooke and I'm like, I don't do electrical.
Most people aren't excited about it.
Have you heard about his sauna?
Who's sauna?
Or your red light therapy or whatever it is?
No.
Now that
So
that's something.
this is so off topic. Okay. You can skip ahead about 3 minutes if you don't want to hear any of this. But I was getting ready for NorCal Classic, and this was like when there was going to be that big heat wave. Mm-hmm. And I was like, man, I really should get in the sauna more. And I was like, I could just get up early and do it at home. So I had like red lights that are like the heated bulbs.
Yeah.
And a space heater that when we had our kitchen, this is related. We had our kitchen redone when we first moved into the house, and we had like these like basically floor ceiling cabinets that were like a cupboard.
Sure.
And one of them was in the garage that was storage. I ripped out all the shelves out of it and put a space heater in the bottom, the lights in the top. So I was like, I had to like scoot my way in sideways into this cupboard with the space heater on and the red lights on the top. And I would just stand in there for about like 40 to 45 minutes every morning.
The cupboard that's in the garage?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you
I
probably
feel
know.
like
seen
if
this
somebody
cupboard.
would knock on the door and be like, hello, and
It's
you
narrow
would open
enough
the
that,
cupboard.
like, I have to go like
Also,
this
yeah, it's-
to be able to turn around.
It's a little.
And I have to like move and you can really only stand on your one leg because the space heater's like where the other leg goes. So like your one leg starts falling asleep. So you got to kind of like sandwich your way around. And you're like, I'm like, this has to be what it's like when they hotbox prisoners.
Oh my God.
So,
Oh, Ben.
Yeah.
but at least I finished 21st place.
It was worth it.
Yeah.
So worth it. Good thing you did
Gosh. Anyway, we're back.
Wow.
So, yeah. Yeah. Did either of you play sports growing up?
Softball.
Softball? I didn't know
that.
that.
You look like a softball player.
She's good.
No.
What
Now
position?
I'm scared. Third mostly, but all over.
Brooke
really.
played third. Did you know that?
No. Oh.
Yeah.
That's it? Softball? For how?
Softball, I ran track 1 year.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They put all the slow people in the 800, so I ran the 800. So.
It all makes
And
sense
there
now.
was one time I was about to finish dead last, and my friend Monica said, "Just go ahead of me, and I'll finish last, so you don't have to finish last."
Aw.
Just like Ashley and Kara did.
What a friend.
10K.
See, it's all come full circle now.
I know. Everybody's trying to shuttle me forward, even though I'm at the end.
How about you, Micah?
I didn't play any sports until I was a junior in high school, and I went out for basketball because my buddy was a big basketball star, and then I ran track too for 2 years. So,
What events?
I did the mile and the 4x4. So yeah,
Makes sense.
yeah,
You
yeah. And
wanna-
every race, I thought, why the hell am I doing this? It was so painful every race. Yeah. Every step was just torture.
Sounds like our workouts.
Yeah.
Why am I doing this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does
Can
Billy
relate.
Makes you think
Blanks
that's
count
okay.
as
Can
a
relate.
sport?
Billy
'Cause
Blank,
I
no.
did so many typo tapes.
Do you know?
I think that's a
Tybo?
sport.
Do you know what she's referring to?
I
Ben?
do, yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure if he was too young to know what that meant.
It's just that VHS thing that people talk about.
It was actually on DVD.
Oh,
So
wow.
Oh, mine
just
was
to be
VHS.
clear.
Remastered.
Oh, sorry. Are you sure?
Yeah.
I think I had him on DVD.
Yep.
That's great. How'd you find us?
Oh, well, that's actually interesting. There was the other CrossFit gym, like decades ago now.
The one in Newberry,
Oh, yeah.
in Newberry.
Hilltown, right?
I was going to school. So it has to have been, what, 10, 12 years ago now?
That was there in 2012. So,
Yeah. So yeah.
I mean, we may have done CrossFit together. Because I did CrossFit there.
Pretty sure I said that.
Yeah.
I think I told you that.
I did CrossFit there. That's where I started CrossFit.
Stop.
Wow.
In the blue building.
Down that alley.
With Chris Buck.
Yes. Down that alley.
I never knew.
How long did you do it there?
I don't remember.
I don't either.
I don't remember how long. But yeah, and so then I was like, I did HIIT style workouts for a long time. Super long time. Like, 12-minute, 15-minute, whatever. Yes. And
that was before kids, right?
Yeah, and after, and that was just kind of what I gravitated toward. But I really liked my CrossFit experience because it was like those workouts were not like a CrossFit workout, but it was like the same format,
Yeah.
short and intense. Yeah, so then I was like, I wonder if there's any other CrossFit places, because I think I did a trial class at yours in Southside. Yes.
That was very shortly.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and then I didn't want to go to Muncie. Like, I don't want to drive to Muncie. So I was like, I wonder if there's any other. So I Googled.
This is my last option.
Scraping the bottom of the barrel here.
Well, you had just opened, right? You were
and I
open like a
remember
year.
I remember you walking in. You were like, "Well, I stalked you guys a lot, so I just
did.
figured I'd finally come in."
Well, yeah. What happened that it took so long?
Wow, kids. I mean,
Yeah, they were all little.
that was a pretty hectic time of life.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just easy to push it off too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when did you start here? In 23?
I think 2 years I'll be here 2 years in like October. Well, yeah, October.
Yeah, so then we would have
So
been open a year.
yeah, we would have been open here.
Yeah, you were open a year. Yep.
Here you are, 2 years later.
Yeah. Why did you? Do you remember why you came?
I think I wanted a challenge. I think I personally do better when somebody's telling me what to do and I'm like a little bit accountable.
Yeah.
'Cause at home, like, I mean, it's actually quite sad. We have a great setup at home. Like we had tons of free weights. We have a squat rack. We have a bar. We have free weights. We have everything. But I just would look at it kind of like my tomatoes on my tomato plants. Just look at them. Looks nice. Good job for being there.
Admire them
And then
from
I just
afar.
don't do any. I just wouldn't do anything. So
Yeah.
You don't like tomato sandwiches?
yes, I do. Do you eat
I like
those?
good tomato
My
sandwich.
grandpa's all about those.
Yep.
I'm like, yeah.
Salt and pepper. Maybe that's what you're missing. Yep.
Wasn't that also the time that you made a change with alcohol? During that, and that was part of the decision to come here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I had said this on our we just had another podcast this week, and one of the things I said was nobody joins a gym because they're like happy with where they're at in life.
Oh, that's a good.
For the most part,
point.
right? Maybe they switch gyms because they're
looking
whatever
for
reason, but
something.
yeah,
Yeah.
They need a change.
they're looking for it to spur some sort of change in their life. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah. Well, that's true.
I feel like that's fair to say of you.
Yes, because I did stop drinking soon after. I think it was a few weeks after I started coming here, right?
So there was some overlap, is what you're saying?
I think so.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I was too hungover all the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't remember, but I do know that it coincided with that decision because that was a very hard decision and it had a lot of implications emotionally and physically and like personally for me. So it was nice to have something else to focus on and something else that was not like, oh, I'm going to go take a walk every day. It was like something kind of intimidating, kind of really hard. You felt really good after.
Sure.
You know.
You were going to be pushed.
Yeah, and it was gonna force me to think about something else other than alcohol. So that was
So this made
really good.
This made quitting drinking easier. Do you think?
It's supplemented, I would say. I think that's why. Well, I've heard it from other people too, so it's not just me. But I think that's just why this place is so valuable, at least to me, because it kind of met like some needs that I had at the time that you guys probably you didn't even know, you know. But I've heard that from other people too, that coming here at a time when, you know, they needed something, a distraction from some kind of, you know, hard like stuff or whatever.
Yeah, that is a good point that I want to say too. Just thank you guys for what you do here, because I think you do have a big impact on people. You know, I know it's your business, but it's also like a good service, and you guys do a really good job.
Thank you.
From
Yeah,
the
you
coaching
do.
and the programming, it's just really awesome. So, yeah.
Did you ever get like formal help with alcohol, or was that just something where it was like ended up like habits sort of like switching, if that makes sense?
I didn't get formal help. Not in like the rehab sense.
Yeah.
I wasn't to that place that I needed something like that. I would say trajectory wise, it probably could have gotten to there.
Right.
But I had 2 different individuals who were willing to get together with me every week. So, yeah, he would get home from work. I would go up to this woman's house, and we would just hash it out. Like, we would just talk it through. She prayed for me a lot, because that really was, you can't force somebody to, I feel like, grasp their, I don't know how you word it, like, she wasn't going to convince me. I needed to want the change myself. And so she would just spend time with me, these 2 people. My sister was one of them, and they would just spend time with me, and we would just talk it through. And it was really, that was a really impactful time, because they were spending time with me because they loved me and they wanted my life to be better. They weren't doing it because I was paying them, or because, you know, I signed myself into some place and I got to check the boxes so I can leave. There's not a lot of like, I think that really, at least for me at that point in time, that wouldn't have worked. So, yeah. But alcohol is a sneaky little devil. It's a sneaky little.
Good way to describe that segment.
It really
For
is.
sure, yeah.
It sneaks in there, and then before you know it.
Yeah.
I mean, I also think I think a lot of people can relate to like around COVID time, like just drinking way more than they should.
Oh, yeah. So many people.
Yeah.
Well, I also had 3 babies, 3 and under.
Yeah. So it was
So-
like we had Jax at sort of like the tail end of COVID, and it was like the first like 6 or 12 months of his, especially 6 months, it was like we just did almost nothing. Like we stayed at home a lot. It was wintertime. It was dark all the time. Exhausted. Just like drank a lot of beer.
Yeah.
So
Not a great recipe for
mental health.
mental health. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the really weird part, is what it starts doing to your brain.
Yeah.
Because there were things that I would think that that are just not me. And so I knew like things were really starting to change. Like it was not just fun anymore. Like if we were invited somewhere and there wouldn't be alcohol and a good decent drinker there, I'd be like, no, I'm not going. You know, like I'm not gonna go. I'll just stay at home and drink.
Yep.
You know, like just all kinds of weird signs that
Yeah.
pop up, and then you realize, I knew I had to get it by the tail, or else it was gonna be even harder.
Yeah.
So
Good for you. A lot of people don't have that self-awareness, like, or even just want to admit that they have a problem. So good for you.
Yeah. I feel like you've been fairly open with select people here, been okay sharing that with them, which feel like it was helpful for a lot of people. Even just like, I don't know, even if they haven't gone through something similar to that, it's sometimes it's comforting to know other people's struggles sometimes. That they're on the other side of things that have been hard. I don't know.
Yeah, I remember Ashley telling me some of her stuff too, and I was just like, wow, that is so, I don't know. I just feel like it's really nice to know somebody has, what's somebody's stuff, I think is what you're saying.
Yep.
And,
Yeah, we did a podcast with Ashley back like when we first opened and announced that she was a coach. It would have been like 3 years old at this point. I'll link to it if people are curious to hear her. She's been in recovery for years. So
yeah, she's amazing.
yeah. Cool. Thanks for sharing. So yeah, I mean, was there anything different than you expected since you had a bit of experience with CrossFit before?
Yeah, the whole thing. I mean, I think my experience before was good. It was very good. I just don't think there was any, like, you guys are really good with keeping your eye on what people are doing and tweaking and this and that. You're good with form, people's form, and like helping people without being like either embarrass them or, it's just, I don't know, here it's just kind of, it's nice. But there I felt like I was like doing things, but I had no, like, I'm like, I don't even know if I'm doing this right. And I would get hurt. And that was when I was like, what, 20? In my 20s? I would get hurt in my 20s?
Yeah.
That must have been really bad then. Because people don't get hurt in their 20s.
Some do, but when it can be prevented, isn't it, I
you
think?
definitely are more resilient then, though.
Yeah.
I do remember that. You were often
I remember
super tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially up in your traps and stuff.
I would always have horrible headaches.
Yeah.
I remember one time my whole back was so tight and sore that I felt like I had like, I thought, I think I'm going to need to go to the doctor.
Oh, jeez.
And my sister, she's a nurse, so she was like, I remember her feeling it, and she's like, what is going on? They were like swollen, like my back was like swollen.
Oh, jeez.
So I must have done something stupid there, but I mean, I think just in general, the programming here, everybody says that too, is just really top notch, and you guys do a really nice job. So, yeah.
So, did she end up dragging you in, or how did that all work out where you ended up here? I gotta try this.
I just remember her saying, I think he's gonna come.
I guess I'll set this up with, like, I feel like a lot of, and obviously this doesn't need to be your story, but there's a lot of people who are like blue collar who are like, I think a lot of gyms in like small towns have this, I don't want to call it a problem, but this situation where a lot of people who have intensive jobs who are males don't want to do anything fitness related.
Oh, I didn't know where you were going
or
with
even
that.
health related, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, I want to eat whatever I want because I've been super active all day. I've been on my feet all day.
Yes.
I don't feel like doing anything. So, again, I don't want to, puppeteer you. But was there any of that prior? Or like, and what was like your kind of, what was your kind of story of getting into it? Like, why did you end up joining?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think that's true, what you just shared about a lot of blue-collar workers. But anyhow, you did make a suggestion at some point. I mean, she would talk about it all the time and all the people and how much fun she was having and stuff. All these stories with,
I'm a groupie.
with people. Yeah. So at that point in my life, I had a lot of responsibilities at work and at home and in our other circles. But I wasn't really doing anything that was really like fun to me at all. Like fitness wise. Yeah. I would.
No fun. In years, I have not seen him smile as much as he has smiled since joining.
Yeah.
It's because of us.
Mental
Yeah.
health,
It's because all the quiet he gets when he's here.
That's true.
Yeah, so that was the one factor. I felt myself just kind of like getting sluggish, even though my job is active.
Yeah.
There's definitely days where it's not that strenuous. But I'm usually moving at my job or doing something like that. But I felt myself getting slow and sluggish. And I remember having a foot race with my nephew and thinking, wow, I'm not very fast anymore. And then just like general body aches. I just didn't feel good. So that on top of Susan's input, and then I just thought, you know what, I'm turning 40 this year. Maybe this could be my midlife crisis.
Yeah, it is. It is.
No, I did think
Positive
though,
midlife
like,
crisis.
if I'm gonna do something like this, like it's now or never. You know, I mean, not totally, but
Kind
Yeah,
of.
your mind tells you that.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like your life's going by pretty quick. You know, if you want to try something new, just do it.
Yeah.
You know, because I thought logistically I wouldn't be able to swing it.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was possible to wake up at 5 o'clock every morning to go to the gym. And then in the evening, I just thought, I'm just not going to be able to go, just because with having a family and stuff. So, but then we also had, I think Ashley and Melissa and Shannon for a Friendsgiving at one of our friends' house.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I was talking to Ashley too about it. So I think around that time, I just thought, I should just give this a shot. I'm not big on trying new things, but I just thought that, let's do it. So
Yep.
that's how I started. Yeah. Yeah, and the first time I came, it was in the evening. We were doing one of the benchmark workouts. I can't remember, but I was right next to Stacy. And when you started deadlifting, I was like, "Holy cow, this is really intense here."
It was curve. Isn't curve deadlift handstand
Yeah,
push-up?
curve.
Yeah,
It was
I actually
curve.
remember
It was
that.
curve.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we're a little intense here,
Yeah.
but it's fun. It's fun. That's what we do.
You've always had like a hard time sleeping,
Mm-hmm.
and since you started here, it hasn't been nearly as. I mean,
Yeah,
you're the one
that's
sleeping,
true.
so I don't know, but like,
No, that has definitely helped.
You observe the sleeper sometimes, though.
yes,
Yeah.
It's not creepy at all.
Yeah.
yeah. You say your sleep is better, you just feel better.
Yeah. Overall, I feel a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing about CrossFit?
Honestly, like the people, probably.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I really enjoy the HIIT style workout. Just because I would hop in with Susan sometimes. You went through a P90X phase, and we
I
did a
forgot
couple of
about
those
that.
together.
Yes.
And then do some of the HIIT workouts. I went when I was in my early 20s. I went to Planet Fitness for like a month or two, and it was when I was still living in New Hampshire. It was probably like the lowest time of my life. It was very depressing. Knew nobody. It was super boring.
Wintertime
Oh,
lasts
gosh,
for
in
like
New
10
Hampshire.
months up there.
Yeah.
Get 2 amazing months.
Yeah.
Yikes.
So that was my gym experience, and so I didn't really have any idea of what to expect coming here besides what Susan had talked about. So yeah, since being here, just I don't know, seeing the same people and doing something difficult together. Because I think if it wasn't with other people, I wouldn't like finish a lot of these workouts. It's just so intense that when you're doing it next to somebody, it just makes a big difference.
100%.
So yeah, I think that, and then just being able to see progress is really enjoyable. Yeah, with like some of the weightlifting and stuff, just hitting certain numbers that I didn't expect to hit like anytime soon. But so I think that combination of just doing this with other people, and then also just seeing that progress happen is pretty enjoyable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's best of both worlds because like you are fulfilling the original reason why you came, which was like improve your energy, get some of that the sort of intangibles improved from like a lifestyle perspective. Like you're doing things in here that you didn't know that you could do, and it's like, oh, I also get to like enjoy it with like other people, which is nice.
Yeah.
Makes it much easier to be adherent to showing up.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, like if you were just gonna come do challenging workouts on your own, like you can power through for a while, but a lot of people are going to fall off.
Yeah. Especially for me, getting up at, like 5 o'clock in the morning to do a really hard workout. If I was coming to an empty gym to do that or in my basement, it just wouldn't happen. Yeah. It would not happen.
Yeah, it's really hard.
Yeah. So,
Yep.
It's tough to be motivated in that atmosphere.
yeah.
What's your favorite aspect, Susan?
Well, I have a question for you. You too.
Oh.
Well, my
Do it in
favorite
reverse, okay.
my favorite aspect is all of it. I don't have a single favorite.
It's
I just
me.
like it all. Yes, I love my new poster. I like the colors you picked. I like the mural. I like all the doors opening. Oops. I like the people. I mean, it's great atmosphere with people and with like visual. It's just very good.
I'll help give you the 20 after this. Paying her to say all this stuff.
I've been wondering this for a few weeks. Do you look around at all these people, like, for instance, Micah, coming in, kind of thin,
Burn.
kind of thin, and then all of a sudden he just
Small
blows
calves.
up into, like, a small version of a Hulk. Do you, like, take ownership of that?
Yes.
Like,
I would say no. I would say no.
you're like, look at
No.
this body
So-
that I built.
See, I never think that at all.
I mean-
100%. I'll answer this. Because I have people do this to me quite a bit. Thank you so much, Coach, for doing. I'm like, I didn't do.
You
any of
did the work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did.
Yeah,
you
but
literally
see,
did
I
all
was
the
being
work.
a little sarcastic.
I can write whatever you want on a sheet of paper, and most people aren't
Right.
going to do it.
Right,
If
like
you
what
just
he
give it to
does the other
population.
23 hours of his day.
Don't tell me that it's an option not to do it.
No.
I tell that to people. You probably wouldn't say that in class. I tell people that all the time in class. I'm like, well, you're paying to come here. If you don't want to do that, do something else.
Yeah.
But no,
you're
like
choosing to come here.
We
Have fun with it.
control what he does for that 60 minutes, but what he
Kind
does
of.
with the other, but what he does with the rest of his day. I mean, he could work really hard in here and go home and eat like garbage, drink a 6-pack before he goes to bed, and then wake up at 4:30. Like he could do whatever, and he, that.
Yeah.
So no, he does what he does at home to do good here. So we definitely have nothing to do with what he does at home. So no, we do not take ownership fully for that.
Yeah, I mean, there's like obviously like we do care about the service we provide, and we do our best to make sure things are run smoothly and correctly. But at the end of the day, a lot like it's people showing up here that create the atmosphere for it. The other people that like create the culture of what. Yeah, it's just generally the expectations. I mean, there's other gyms where it's like the expectations are very different in terms of like what you do, how you interact with other people, like clickiness and all that kind of stuff that comes along with things. Or the opposite, like isolation, just like not really talking to anybody and just kind of like coming in and doing your thing and leaving again. And
Yeah, I think
So-
that we leading by example too helps a lot. I mean, I think that ultimately the people sort of organically create the atmosphere in the community, but I think that us leading by example has a lot to do with it too. Like, we could be on our phones the whole time and not care about what Susan did with the rest of her day, or you know what I mean? Like, I think that we like somebody was putting all of their stuff away during class today, and it was kind of funny while someone was still working out. And I got the mom voice out.
Yep.
I got the mom voice out, and so they immediately were like, "Oh my gosh, we're so sorry, we didn't realize that," and they apologized to her. So it's like, I think that we kind of set the tone, and we set the tone.
we probably balance each other out in that way. I'll sometimes I'm like so gentle with that kind of stuff that it probably is like not actually heard.
I was not gentle today. I was not gentle.
Hey,
It was
sometimes people need that.
the music was loud. I wanted to make sure they heard me. That's all. But no.
Yeah.
So it's all you two. You're
Well,
doing
I
great.
think at least for Micah, you could probably take about 70 to 80% ownership.
Just for Micah. Everyone else, no. Just to make Susan feel better, I'll take all the ownership for Micah.
Micah.
I mean, I'm half awake when I come here now. Just going through the motions.
And he still sets the time to beat.
We want to talk about that? We want to talk about...
We can turn this into a therapy session if you need to,
Yeah.
Susan. It's okay.
All right.
She's been liking to point out my small calves lately.
Yes. When he gets these massive, like, whatever. I have to throw in an insult there.
Just to level him out.
What was the one the other day? He was talking about how well he did in the workout, and she was like, "That's great, but you're still pale."
Yeah, but you left dishes in the sink this morning.
Good for
You're not
you.
perfect.
Oh, I know.
Classic. Working out with your spouse.
I know. I wish I could be a fly on the wall for some of the conversations.
I do think, though, it's very good. I think it's just really fun to do it together.
Yeah.
For sure. But we don't run in the same circles here.
Yeah, to be clear, you don't even come at the same time.
No, this is the second time we've ever been in this building at the same time.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. I think we've only done one actual workout here together.
Yes.
Well, that's what I said to her this morning. I said, I've talked to you and I've talked to Micah, but I've
Yes.
never talked to the two of you together. And I've seen some married couples work out in the same class, and it doesn't always pan out so well. You're in my area. Worry about your own workout. Worry about yourself. So
Yeah, how do you two coordinate that? Because you got 3 kids, right? What are the ages again?
9, 8, and 6.
Nice. So, yeah, a lot of hands-on parenting going on. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Oh, Joey, our youngest, is the only one that did preschool. And while he was at preschool, I would drop him off up here, and then I'd come down for the 9 a.m. class when I started.
Because you'd show up 5 minutes late sometimes
Yeah.
because you were dropping them off and they wouldn't basically open the doors until a certain time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
And I said, no, you can't come at 9:05 to my class.
I know. And I said, whatever.
That's my example of when people are like, give me burpees because he showed up late. I'm like, if you had a legitimate excuse as to why you couldn't be
Yeah.
here, I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
people
Anyway.
have lives.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, so the other two were in school, and then when he was at preschool, I would come here. So that's worked out, at least for me. And then when you joined, I think you came to the evenings.
Yeah, for a little bit.
And yeah, so I was home, and the kids were home,
Yeah.
and he would just come.
And that was one of those where just kind of eating the family time or dinner, or what was the deal?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, after getting home from work and the kids are at school all day, those few hours before bedtime are the only family time.
Yeah.
So 5:30 to 6:30 just wasn't working out for me to do that.
Yep.
So I decided I'd try the morning and realized it was not as bad as I thought it was going to be getting up that early. So
Do you go to bed earlier than you used to?
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually try to be in bed around 9:30.
It's so late.
I know.
So late.
I know.
Stacey turned into a pumpkin if she was up that late.
You had that post the other day when you were up at 3:45 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah, that's the time I wake up. Sometimes I'm awake before my alarm goes off.
that's crazy.
I know.
If I'm awake before my alarm goes off, there's either the house is on fire, the kids are puking.
Oh, I was gonna say typically
I
I'm
never
awake.
wake up before my alarm.
If I do, it's because I've gotten a good night's sleep and my body's like, okay, it's time to wake up.
Yeah, I guess I never had a good night's sleep. I just always could.
My kids are also grown. My kids are
body
grown
would let
up,
me.
and so
Well, sweet. Anything you guys want to shout out or say? Mics are yours. Whatever you want.
Oh, I wish I would have thought about that. I would have written a poem or something.
IQ.
I'm excited to see the Whopper Jawed workout.
I actually have it written.
Really
the what?
I can look it up if you give
Nice.
me a second.
The what?
Whopper jaw?
Oh,
Yeah.
is this the one where you put in?
He posted about
suggestions?
No, I
No.
just
Oh.
just the name. Yeah.
Oh.
he had posted
Oh, a workout
that he was like
Yeah.
fixing his fence or welding something, and that it was like
Whopper
the storm
jaw.
made it all whopper jawed.
Yeah.
Is that
Am
an
I saying it
actual?
right? Where's, is that
word?
like
Is that an
a
actual word?
New
Or a
Hampshire
term?
thing?
Is it a term?
No.
No, it's from here. I heard it from
It's
your
from
family.
here?
Whopper jaw. Yeah.
Okay, so
That's
what?
like,
Like,
in the dictionary, like
what is it?
Whopper jaw, just
funky.
out of kilter funky. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like, oh, that's all. My cup is not whopper jawed. This might be a little bit.
Okay, now I'm relating. I got it. I needed a visual.
Whopper jawed. 15-minute AMRAP,
Ooh.
1 lap run, 3 over and back burpees, 5 deadlifts, 225, 155.
Over and back burpees. What?
You do a burpee and jump over the bar and back.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, gotcha.
So 1 lap run, 3 over and back burpees, 5 deadlift.
You're going to be whopper jawed by the end of that.
Am I gonna be allowed to deadlift by then?
You can get.
That's a lot of deadlifts.
So I did that. I was like, 10 rounds would be really good. That'd be 50 deadlifts. That's not that many. 1 mile of running.
That's almost like Paul Bunyan.
Oh, it's very
Deadlifts.
similar. And then Paul Bunyan is Friday. So that's Monday. Then Paul Bunyan's
Oh.
Friday.
Okay.
Because now it's all like runs around our building, 150 meter runs, because it's dark out in the mornings and we have lights around our building. So
Yeah.
shorter runs.
Wanna run
Those
by
are
the
like some of my
Sierra
favorite
bars?
workouts, though. Just quick run, come back in, get back to work. Paul Bunyan's is such a cool workout. Not that I'm biased.
Well, not that he
Did you
wrote
guys
it.
go to college?
Yeah.
I went to a bit of college, a little bit, in Penn College.
Oh, what'd you go for?
General studies at first. I just really
Okay.
wasn't sure what I was going to do. And then I was pre-nursing for a little bit. And then I opened a CrossFit gym.
Post nursing.
Nice.
Post-nursing, yeah.
I can see the connection.
Thanks, Ben.
And you went to
Brandon.
Messiah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually have a friend, he might be coming next week, who wrestled at Messiah too.
Who?
His name's Matt Godfrey.
He's probably before me.
Yeah, he would have been my age.
Okay.
He's an old dude.
Yeah. He's a plus 40.
Excuse me.
You're
Plus
a young
40.
dude.
Every time I don't shave for a while, Susan goes, "Oh my gosh, you're so much gray in your beard." She likes picking out people's flaws, I guess. It's just
Only the people that are really good, and if they're not women.
like, okay. Well, I'll take that as a compliment, I guess.
know.
I don't know.
Oh, Susan.
Okay, we've got to end on some sort of like random fun fact thing. Do you have a favorite or a least favorite workout that you can think of?
Oh, no. None.
Really?
They're all my favorite.
That is a lie.
There's one that I felt like I almost puked on, and I couldn't finish it.
Oh, yeah.
Is this your favorite or least favorite?
My least favorite, yeah.
Okay, I'm glad we can clear that up.
Yeah, it might have had to do with a little bit of sickness, and I ate a lot of donuts that afternoon too. But it was in the evening, and you were actually
he eats
there.
a lot of freaking donuts, too. I count every peanut,
Went straight to the
and
abs.
he eats a lot of donuts.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just keep that in mind.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a combination
My
of
anger's
burpees and I
justified.
think either cleans or clean and jerk. And you started at 1 and then you did 2 and then 3 and went all the way up to 10.
I remember that workout
Oh.
nobody could finish it.
Yeah, a lot of
It
people
was like
Nobody
couldn't
could
Say
finish
finish
it.
it.
Grace, maybe?
I think
It was a 1 mile
so.
run and then into... Or
Yes.
no, I think it might have been only 800 on that one.
Yeah.
It was a run first, for sure, but then
It
was
was
the,
like an 800 meter run and then like
the
1 to 10
ascending.
of clean and jerk, burpee over
and it
bar
was
or
one that you
something.
had
Yeah.
like way undershot as far as like what people, or
The time
overshot
cap,
what people
yeah.
were gonna, yeah, and
Or
everybody.
it might have been deadlift burpee.
Yes, it was deadlift burpee.
Like 800 meter run,
yes.
1 to 10 of deadlift burpee. Because it was kind of like that one open workout, but a run by into it. Yeah, that would not be a good one to be sick on.
No, that's why I don't like it.
Do you have a favorite
Associate
movement,
that.
Susan?
Oh, that's a good one.
I like
Bulgarian split squats.
no. I like anything with shoulders. I like that.
That's very broad. There's
Yeah.
a lot there.
I like presses.
Anything shoulder to overhead.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like those.
Micah,
They don't feel that hard to me. I don't know. They are, but it doesn't burn. Like, maybe that's why it doesn't.
It is like if you were to take like a set of push press to failure versus like a set of squats, it's very different.
Yeah, and I prefer the push press.
I think most people would.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same.
Why do squats feel so terrible
Same.
when you're like going to failure?
There's a lot of muscle groups involved there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got a favorite movement?
Ah, boy. I've really been enjoying cleans lately.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a movement that I had never done before, and just starting to like get a little bit of the technique and form down. They're much more enjoyable. So yeah, that'd be it.
Cool.
You have a favorite movement?
Soon identifiable.
GHD set.
I do love GHD. I love anything on the GHD. My favorite movement, I think, is probably double unders.
What? I've
I
never
love
heard
double
that
unders.
before.
I love double unders.
I always used to say that was my favorite movement, but I really think that's just like one of the movements that I'm best at, so I like doing it, which is maybe some overlap there. I would say like a movement I just really enjoy doing would be like handstand walking.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Like they don't hurt that bad, like metabolically, so you can just kind of keep going, and they're fun when you have them down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, I think some of that's like I worked really hard to learn it and like refine it and get it to where it's good.
Yeah.
So then it's like you want to keep using it, sort of thing. Like you were saying for cleans, it's probably similar to that, where it's like didn't come naturally to me at first. So it's like I spent a lot of time working on it, and now that they're good, it's like it's fun to do it. So
Yeah. Made a big investment. Now it's paying off.
yeah.
Yeah.
When do you two heading out and grabbing the kids here, right?
What time is it?
Yep. We better go.
All right,
2:40.
we'll cut it off there. Thank you,
Jamie
guys.
of the little
Yeah.
ones.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Good luck.
Nice to get to know the Jacksons.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Good luck editing this.